The first session, I felt a little bit uncomfortable in my body in relation to the horses' bodies, because that was something new for me, to be in such close contact with these big, beautiful beings. When they would move their body in a way that wasn't familiar to me, my body would respond a little bit defensively or reactively, like to protect myself. Once I did settle and, my eyes were closed, I remember my mind wandering from time to time and indulging in, thoughts about things that were going on in my life and feeling frustration around that. That was a common pattern for me.
I'm tired of complaining about this. I fucking spent so much time bitching about it, and then this is the way the fucking world is, so I'm like putting myself in a hole if I reject it. It's not helping me to fucking reject it.
It was really helpful to have you, Aaliyah, with me in that process to share what was going on for me, and when that frustration was coming up, the questions that you asked me to refocus on my body, refocus on my breath. Something that you pointed out to me really stuck with me for the rest of my stay at the ranch, and continues to today, was you noted when you would ask me how I'm doing, in my responses, I would often phrase it saying, I'm still feeling frustrated. My mind is still wandering. And it was often with through a negative lens. And then you several times responded, it's not still the same. Things have changed, things have shifted. And you really helped me see that also as a pattern. Seeing how much I turn away from those moments of presence, rather than cultivating them just little piece by little piece. I think I was with the horses for around 2 hours the first time that we were with them, and I certainly was in a very different state by the end of it. I was much more calm. I was much more aware of what was going on in my body and with my breath. The second session I had with the horses, I felt totally immersed in it from basically the moment I sat down. It's hard to put into words what that connection is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the meaning of it is. And frankly, I'm not trying to know and understand. I don't think it can be really understood by our human mind. That was really refreshing to just be in the experience and truly trust and believe that there's something happening on another level here. I felt this trust in the wisdom of these majestic, beautiful beings. The horses, they came very close to me this time. One of the horses was pressing their head up against my face, and our eyes were touching. I felt very at ease. I wasn't bracing my body, and it felt so good to be supported. One of the horses was behind me and pushing up on my back, and I remember my breath being very slow, and I felt the stillness. Yeah, we had been talking about how I'm learning to listen deeper to my own body. You told me at one point, I think there were 3 horses around me, and all of their ears were very active. Shaking their ears, twitching their ears. It felt all very symbolic. And it feels like there must be a connection between their ears and my ears. At various points in both sessions, many of the horses in the barn all simultaneously were relieving themselves, like evacuating, like usually it was urine, or they'd be, doing things with their mouths at the same time. It's a very strong sound that I could hear, and it's all around me, and it felt like there was a collective consciousness between them. I don't remember you asking me any questions. Maybe you asked me like 1 or 2, but I was in it. I didn't need that verbal coaching in it. It felt really good to, just after having done 1 session, the second time being able to drop in that much quicker and to stay in it for that long, and to really just be present and to be still. It felt like a very natural meditation, and just kind of like surrendering to their wisdom and their medicine, and trusting that it's infiltrating my body.